Hey everybody, this is the Platinum Knight here to review Fallout 76. This review is gonna be a doozy. I'm sure most of you are fully aware by now, but this game is not looking so good. I mean, it's bad enough how the day 1 patch is 38 gigabytes and takes an hour to install. You got negative reviews everywhere. If you go to the YouTube search bar and simply type in Fallout 76, the first videos to pop up are mostly negative. But what is my opinion? What do I think of this game? People, it's not that good, and I kinda do agree with most people's reviews. You know, it makes me wonder to everybody who dissed on Fallout 4 would feel the exact same way if they were to play this. What sucks about this game is there's really not too much to say. Anything you were able to do in Fallout 4 you can do here. Now, I already reviewed Fallout 4, which I recommend you watch because that's where I go into full detail of Fallout's gameplay. Fallout 76 is pretty much identical to its predecessor. It even reuses the same buildings and houses. This feels like Bethesda just made a Fallout Online expansion for Fallout 4, except they removed great characters, good storytelling, okay quests, and the fun. Todd Howard once expressed this game was going to be 4 times bigger than Fallout 4, and to an extent that's true, but the problem here is most of the environment is just woods and fields and areas you're not even allowed to pass. It just feels empty. I don't know what it is, but Fallout 4 just felt bigger to me. But there are some differences. You're now allowed to build your territory almost wherever you want. I do like how you can change your character's appearance whenever you want. There's random events you can do. It's interesting how you now use perk cards instead of skills. I also find it interesting how the map is no longer in your Pip-Boy. Obviously they had to get rid of VATS and now it's just an auto-target system. Here are some changes I don't like. I don't like how you now have to repair your weapons after using them for a while. Now this would make perfect sense when it comes to melee weapons, but when it comes to using guns, I remember in Fallout 4, once you found an awesome gun, it was yours forever. You didn't have to constantly repair it. Not a huge fan of the hungry and thirsty system. It just makes the game feel like a chore for me. Sometimes games aren't meant to be that realistic. There's PvP, which sucks, and I don't see the point. Oh man, don't even get me started on this always online bullshit. Now that I've played the game for myself, there is literally no reason for this game to always be online 24/7. They could have easily given you the option to play offline, but they didn't for obvious reasons. Because you see, the reason why game developers try to put DRM in their games in the first place is so that way it won't get pirated. But the funny thing is, in Fallout 76's case, would you really want to? Not even Fallout Shelter was always online. When I first started getting the hang of Fallout 4, I remember having so much fun. Every time I'd wake up in the morning, I couldn't wait to play again. But with Fallout 76, I just feel bored most of the time. There were even times when I just didn't want to play for like a day or two. This does run on an old, outdated engine, which is causing a lot of people concern for Bethesda's next projects. Alright, so you already heard me bash this game, but is there anything good about it? Is there anything positive? Well, I guess it's cool how you can play with your friends. Look, if you're playing by yourself, it sucks, but if you have close friends that you really get along with, this is a good hub for you and your friends to hang out in. But I feel a game should be fun regardless if you're playing alone or with someone else. There are no NPCs either. Well, technically there is, but it's just androids to sell and trade your stuff with. I should also mention I have experienced some glitches. The frame rate dips every now and then. texture popping, and very rarely the servers do crash, kicking me out of my game. And of course, Fallout 76 has microtransactions, which, if you're gonna release a game that's always online and has microtransactions, at least make the main game great. You can have some fun, especially if you know what you're doing and with some friends, but at the end of the day, it is mediocre. Funny how Bethesda is already working on DLC instead of getting the bugs fixed. I'm giving this game in its current state a 3 out of 10. It's such a shame too, because I just got into this series with Fallout 4, and this is the next installment I'm greeted to. I'll still try out Fallout 3 and New Vegas, of course, but you get what I mean. Although this isn't the first time Bethesda has done something like this. They tried to do the same thing with Elder Scrolls Online, which had a much worse launch in my opinion. In conclusion, don't buy this, people, especially for $60. But if you're still curious, just wait for a sale or wait for the next Black Friday or Cyber Monday. Just get Red Dead Redemption 2 instead. Now let's hope Elder Scrolls 6 doesn't suck. Alright everybody, that's it for this review. Hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and peace out.
Because evidently these online games are hard, they can have some nasty issues. I read on the internet that our games have had a few bugs. I did. I read it on the internet, so it's true. And that sometimes it doesn't just work.